Get into the first topic.
You're overusing it, Ben. Chill.
Okay.
2, 5, 7.
Intellivision. Okay. We talked about this a while ago, and I remember, Grim, you talking about how one of the developers is going on, like, his console's not going to have any kind of, like, violence in the video games. And all.
Well, it's not a developer. It's the white guy is, like, in charge of it.
Yeah, the guy in charge
He's
of it.
also, like, a huge musician.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tommy Tallarico.
Yeah, that's it.
Tommy Tallarico.
Yeah.
He used to do a show on G4 that I don't remember. He does video games live, which is great.
Yep.
I've
Oh,
watched
yeah.
the concerts on YouTube. They're awesome. But no.
He also used to be one of the guys off scene on that game X-Play.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into this Amico. Tell me about it. We got some craziness coming out with this whole video that come out. This exploit, like what they're doing.
Well, I don't know how it's gonna get anywhere. So every game is gonna be $8, or what is it, $3 to $8 or $5 to $8?
No, $3 to $5.
$3 to $5? No. It's like $7.99.
It's $2.99 to $7.99.
Yeah, $2.99.
Oh,
Okay, so
$2.99.
$3 to $8. So $2.99 to $7.99. E to E10. 2D image processing. I think they said like no 3D or something.
Yeah, I don't think it's any 3D.
It's got a weird controller.
And you can use your phone as a controller too.
If you huh?
You can use your phone as a controller.
Oh
They
yeah.
show it in
yeah.
the video.
Meh.
That's
like a
the
Zune.
biggest problem right there. That
Yeah.
is DOA because of that. It's dead in the water because it has a weird controller.
And if you want
A Zune.
if you want the physical copy, it's like $30
Of the game.
of the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah, they don't want any violence or anything in the game. I just don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I don't think I think it's dead. It's not coming out until 2020.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter about the violence games. It doesn't matter about the size of the games. It's the controller. If there's one thing I've learned from Nintendo consoles, because the GameCube didn't sell very well, and even though the Wii sold extremely well, you can't name a gamer who was happy using those damn controllers. Controllers make or break a system.
Yeah, they really do.
Now, how do you think they're going to get away with $8 games?
What do you mean? Okay, did you see the games?
Soul-level games.
For one, they're remaking all the original Intellivision games, and all the old Atari games are coming on this thing. Well, they're getting certain games, not getting all of them. It shows in this video. They're getting a lot of the big titles that were out during the time, and they're not doing anything to them. They're just updating the graphics a little bit, but not by much.
It's also another big. It's another problem they have too. They're going to be selling phone games, probably for a little bit more than you're going to get than you pay for phone games.
$8.
That's another knock against it. Because if you want to buy this thing to play phone games you're playing on your phone, maybe paying more than what you would pay on your phone.
Yeah, that is a pretty horrible controller. It has haptic feedback, but it's still a pretty horrible controller.
Gyroscoping and stuff, but yeah,
It's still a horrible controller.
how do you?
I mean, it also depends on the games. Like, maybe it's a brilliant controller for the games they're making, but then I'm looking at like, all right, then those aren't the games I'm going to play.
Well, no, the games are the classic Atari games that we've all played.
Well,
Exactly, and I'm sorry, I loved Atari. Again, this is another thing.
Well, this is Intellivision, but
for the people
Well,
about
it's a lot of
to
they had a lot of
who are
games.
about to
yeah.
Post comments on the podcast. Please put this in its place. When I was a kid, I loved Atari games. When I grew up and got a Nintendo controller, I realized how incredibly shit the Atari controller was. It's
Well,
not that Atari was bad at the time. It just, you can't go back and use a controller like that anymore.
Well, the Intellivision one was worse.
The television was horrible.
Exactly. And now they want to go back in time and use a controller like that. Oh, it's got touchscreen. So?
Yeah. It's
Like you see, you have Asteroids. You have like a lot of these old classic Atari games.
They didn't show
Atlantis.
the keypad, though.
there
No,
is
the
no
keypad-
keypad.
no,
It's
the
a
key-
touchscreen.
Yeah, but it's still supposed to display like a keypad. Because
It
that's
does.
what Intellivision is all about.
It does.
Possibly.
That screen above it, above the controller, that's where that is.
Because I love
Hey,
that
dude,
system.
you want to get a good laugh?
Yeah,
Look at this.
Archon, see?
It's showing off the people right now, right, that are working on this.
Yeah.
And every one of them have a list of games that would never run with this crappy controller. Like this guy, games he's worked on: Castlevania, Metal Gear, Silent Hill, Dance Dance Revolution, Tekken, Pac-Man, Ace Combat, Dragon Ball Z. Okay, so Pac-Man's the only game that could work with this controller. You got a
Yeah,
veteran who
yeah.
makes these games that can't play with that kind of controller.
Well, this is just the showing what games these people have worked on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a credential. They're like, get hyped. We got these people on it. These guys are making games, and they're about to make games they're not known for.
Like, how are they gonna if they came out
Like
with?
saying Hideo
There's no
Kojima's
control for
gonna
that.
make A fighting game. You go, oh my god, Hideo Kojima's making a fighting game
For the Amico.
Yeah, you're like,
That Star Trek
okay.
game was good on that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
I'm not excited that what's this guy's name? Jason Enos is making a game for the system when all the games he makes are side-scrolling like platformers that need a regular controller to be played well.
Well, I think most of the games, none of them are going to go over 2D, right?
Nope.
There's no 3D rendering or anything like that.
How's he gonna make a Castlevania
want-
style 2D game with that kind of controller?
So
I don't know.
for 2 more years, it doesn't come out.
We'll have to wait and see. It's just,
I really don't see this thing going too
I
far.
want
I-
a VR snafu.
but
I think it'd be good for party games.
Yeah, but okay. So let me give you a scenario because it showed you can play with you can link your phone to as a controller.
Yeah.
Right now, you could probably have a company come out with all those Atari games and be able to link it to your TV, just stream it right to your TV and play it with your phone from your
yeah.
TV. If you really want to do that. And if you really want to get technical, you can just link a controller to your phone and play it with a real controller.
Yeah.
And you don't need no system.
he's
You
right
don't
about
need any of this
party
crap.
Games, though, like trivia games. There's certain types of games that will play great on this, but like
But like, some of them wouldn't be able to play.
Yeah, it's just
Like the Jackbox Party Pack. That'd be an awesome game for that.
yeah. Nobody's gonna buy a
Wii
physical
situation
system
that I said before,
for this though.
We had games you couldn't play on it. Like you couldn't get good fighting games on the Wii unless you had a separate controller.
Yeah.
First-person shooters didn't work too well on that, even with the motion thing. Racing games okay, but you still needed that extra thing. That's this problem. It has the same problem it has as the Wii had, and that is you're limiting the scope of games you can make for it, but they don't have Nintendo's name behind them, so it's not going to do what Nintendo did with
Yeah,
the Wii.
they're not. They're having a lot of the games on there that like AT systems already have, and it's going to flop
And the
because
price
of it.
the price point's between $150 and $180.
And that's-
Worth it.
That's a good
It's-
price point.
It's not worth
It's
it.
cheap.
Yeah.
It's cheap, but it's not like I'm gonna go buy that. No, maybe if I really had money to burn.
Yeah.
If I had money to burn, I'd buy a Super Nintendo.
It's just no.
Yeah.
See, I'm getting into retro gaming a little more because I have the PS2 now. But in my head, is like there's only a certain limit of how far I'll go back, and this is not how far back I'm going to go. I wouldn't touch this. I wouldn't touch Atari. And I'm sorry, you guys love Atari, but I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to get hell for it. I think Atari games fucking suck.
Atari's fun.
Those games are
Like
horrible.
I have like the
I don't wanna
That's the thing. I'm with you. When you were a kid at that time, they were great because there was nothing close to it.
well.
But then you grew up, and now you can't go back to that.
I'll go back to Super Nintendo as far as I go back,
Well,
and
well-
as far as I can't play Pong and go like, oh.
Well, no, there's something
No.
simplistic about it. Like there's something simplistic about it. Like
dog, he got paws, yo.
Too late now, Ben. Too late
Yeah.
now.
well, no,
know.
there's something simplistic about it. Like I have like the what do you call it? The Activision. I think it's the Activision collection on my phone, and it has like all the Activision games that were produced on Atari. And like some of those games, I still play. I'll just sit there if I'm just bored. I'll pull it out and start playing it.
They're,
like Barnstormer
Atari
and stuff.
games are more like, oh, I'm bored. I want something to do for 5 minutes, and you go through 10.
5 minutes?
You go
Yeah.
through. You go through like 10 games in that
Yeah,
whole
there's,
time.
like-
5 minutes.
Well, no, but like then there's other games that I could like Galaga. I could sit there and play for hours.
my
Actually,
gosh, yeah,
I could play Galaga for a long time. I love
Is that the
Galaga.
triangle one where you
Nate, I
shoot
agree
things out of
with
the
you,
tip
but
of your?
you also get where we're
That's
coming from.
asteroids.
About you can't go back. You have to have been in that time frame to want to play those games.
That's the
True,
thing.
true.
I don't want to go further back than Super Nintendo. The thing is, Nintendo has such a very bleak library that I want to pick off of.
Yeah,
Super
it's hard, dude.
And Super Nintendo, I can tell you right now, I can name maybe 5 games I'm dying to play. But if I have all of them, that's whatever. But I'm not going to go back to Atari and go, oh my god, Johnny, let's go play Pac-Man because this is great.
Well, I know
Pac-Man was the
exactly
best game in the
what
freaking
Ben wants to play
world.
on Super
So-
Nintendo.
No, it's not.
It wasn't on the
Ben
Atari.
wants to- hold up. Ben wants to play Bill LeBaum's Combat Basketball.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Like, he wants to
okay.
play that.
So we're all in agree this system is most likely going to flop
Yeah,
as it stands right now. But let's get into.